Palantir. I'm long. Why? I don't know. I really don't. I really don't. I'm gonna get stuck talking like this. Wifey's gonna leave me. I can't stop, wifey. I'm sorry. It's funny because young Trump sounds so different and Barron sounds like young Trump. So it's very funny to have that like dynamic. His voice just got gravelly. I'm in a good mood, I guess. You know, I got some nice trades off. Record high value for this account, I believe, 201. I might have hit 210 at one point. I don't know. I mean, D-Wave's gonna have a lousy quarter, I would think. We're on CAPR watch. So what's mid-November? When does mid-November start? What do you guys say? When is mid-November? What time of the year is that? Do you know? What time of the month? What day does that start? Let's look at a calendar, maybe. The CAPR. It's all cap. Shkreli told me. It's all cap. I said, I can't make many money on this. What am I going to do? Make 10 million? That's nothing. That's nothing, Shkreli. What's 10 million? Who do you think I am? I'm the president of the United States. You want to make me 10 mil? Stupid. They should have left you in jail, Shkreli. No, really, they should have. Okay, days 1 through 4 are gone. So we've got days. Well, let's see. The weekend doesn't count, right? So that's the 8th and 9th. So those won't be it. Then we've got the 15th and 16th, which is really what you would call mid-November, right? So those days are gone. We got 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, the 30th would not be mid-November, right? All the way up to what? What day does Thanksgiving start, guys? 10 to the 20th? I like that. 10 to the 20th. Well, at least up to the 25th. But what day is Thanksgiving? I don't think the Cure News affects Biohaven. 24th to the 29th? What are you smoking? It's 27th. Okay, so it's not going to be on the 27th. Not going to be any day after that. Okay, so we've got a grand total, 18 different days it could be. Probably not tonight and tomorrow, though, right? Oh, Palantir's falling out of bed a little. Maybe the whole market. Quantum's almost... You're going to make a fortune. You're going to make a fortune. They're really terrible.
Martin, I've been waiting for this moment. I want you so badly right now. What's wrong, baby? You know I can't resist that brilliant mind and those gorgeous eyes.
I just wanted to ask you about quantum computing in Congress and stuff. Those AI models are getting a little crazy. TBPN? Oh, should I call in TBPN? BBD? BPD freak mode.
Doesn't matter what I've done with money. None of it compares to what I feel like I need right now. You haven't seen any of my stuff around, have you? Just looking for relief. God, who am I kidding?
Hi, Warren. It's Martin. How are you?
Martin! Oh, thank God it's you. I need help, buddy. I'm in rough shape here. Can't stop shaking.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Look, man, I'm coming apart here. Sweats, shakes, can't keep food down.
Cure off the lows. I bought a little Biohaven. I bought a new drug stock. I mentioned it in Godel. I'm not saying it's like high conviction just yet, but if you want to join Godel, you can check out what it is. Little biotech company, I think, it could double. Again, it's not, I'm not saying it's the best thing ever. You got to make sure I don't want to oversell it. Now, let me see here if I can get this guy. Try to clone this right here.
Well, first of all, if I don't come back about once a month, I start to get the jitters.
On the flip side, Quantum keeps cracking. D-Wave below 30. It's been a long time since D-Wave's been below 30, I'll tell you that. You love to see it. You really do. You love it. I have a huge position in Palantir. Like an idiot. Sold off a little Sarepta. I still have a big position. They're like 20%. I don't think index funds are that great. They've been great for 15 years, but I don't know what the next 15 years is going to look like. What did Kanye say about Bitcoin? I don't know what Rigetti will do. Nobody knows. That thing is insane. I don't even want to pretend I know. My favorite is when BTQ will be 3 cents. People are going to be like, why am I baggy? No, we don't support trading yet, but we will soon, I hope. My preferred way to short a stock is to get a borrow. Try to secure a borrow first. Toppy's in. Shocked by AMD results, good or bad? I'll say that. Now you're scaring me. Consensus. Earnings have been a little hard to predict. 8.8 and 9.2 next quarter. You think good? I'll probably short if I get an opportunity. Oh, I didn't really double down on Palantir effectively. That sucks. Just waiting on AMD here, all quiet. Definitely want to look at AMGN, my old friend.
Rivian tops revenue expectations as buyers rush before EV incentive expire.
You guys get me all night. I have nowhere to go, nothing to do. I want to see my baby boy, but he knows like daddy gotta work. It's so cute. He can kind of say a word. He's only 10 weeks old. He can kind of say hello. It's really funny. Hello, he says. Lawsuit for Capricorn. I thought it was results. Man, how is Supermicro shrinking during the AI boom?
Losses for big tech pull Wall Street lower.
Wait, what's that guidance for Supermicro? That ain't bad. That guidance ain't bad. Is that right? 10 to 11 billion for second quarter? That's pretty huge.
Top financial news at 4:06 p.m. EST.
It's a big miss for Q1, but Supermicro Q2 looks good. I don't know. That might be worth a little buy. A little nibble. Supermicro is always lying, though. Fiscal 26, at least 36 billion? I don't know. Supermicro might be all right. The trade's kind of crazy. This stock is poison. Toxic waste. Did Supermicro trade up? I'm loco, boy. You know what this is? This is when you're up a lot and you just throw the money away on bad trades. This is when you feel like you're Superman because you're up 400% and you get smacked and you're up 300%. You're like, what happened? I only bought some Supermicro, the most fraudulent company in the world. What? How come? I don't get it. Sometimes you just want a gambar. Oh, gambar!
Johnson Fistel announces class action law.
Oh, you make a gambar. Yay! That's a gambar. You got the Chinese guy in AC next to you with no teeth. He's dropping $5,000 to handle
U.S.
blackjack.
stocks Wall Street.
He says, who are you? What do you do? I said, I'm in the stock market. He said, I gamble too. Monkey. Sir, you're hitting on a 20. Don't do that. Dealer, are you sure? Where's AMD already? Man, I think SMCI is going to go up. I'm really desperate to give my profits away. I don't want them anymore. My average somehow on SMCI is 43.50. I thought I bought it a little better than that. Of course, here's my chance to buy a little cheaper, but of course I'm not going to take that. Why would I do that? I'm not trying to average down. What do you think I am, Warren Buffett? I'm like a gamber. AMD could be 415. I'm too lazy to look up how they did it last quarter. SPRB's going to zero. Retail camper SMCI. I'll make an NVIDIA box. You buy NVIDIA chip, put in box. lie about financials. All financial wrong. I have the guidance 10 to 11. That's a big number. Non-GAAP net income. Wait. Let me check this out. You're saying non-GAAP net income. That's weird. That is a little odd. I must admit. That is concerning, very concerning. Highly concerning. Sum your gains? What are you talking about? Sum your gains. Yeah, I think there's so many people short SMCI that it has this bid every quarter. But I could also see it go down too. I'm just gonna bail soon here. New CFO? We don't have CFO. Is NVIDIA trading down? Why is NVIDIA trading down? Is it because of SMCI? NVIDIA just lost like $2. Why? Isn't IonQ tomorrow? I think IonQ is tomorrow. Checking in live with Mrs. Kim. Oh, NVIDIA. Good company. Bad price. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Kim. AMD's out. Revenue, massive, 9.3. Immediate reaction. The stock is down. Give me guidance. 9.6 for next quarter. That was good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm still gonna see if I can short it if it pops. Gotta be very careful with this thing. You don't wanna... After hours, it's just always insane. $1 bid ask here. I threw an offer at 250. Just missed it by the skin of my teeth. Okay, never mind. Got filled. Let me try 251. SMCI is kind of rallying. But I don't... Okay, we're short some more AMD. Maybe it goes green here. Let me sell SMCI. What do we do with AMD? Okay, we sold some at 253. Sold some at 254 now. I think the call's not going to go well. Okay, we're in at 255. Scaling in. Somewhat slowly here, but I'll stay up at 254. Average on AMD is 252.6. Could have done a little better there, but still have some powder. So after hours are really great if you like to trade because so much volatility. Scalping is not too hard. I was trying to short more. 252. Yeah, I got some lucky trades lately. Okay, so we're gonna listen to AMD. What's that, 5 o'clock? Is AMGN at 5 too? I'll update my AMGN model too. I gotta use the bathroom. I got a pee-pee. Watch AMD will be 260 when I'm back. All right, let me set a cover at 245 if I... That D-wave was ugly today. So was INQ, wow. INQ's going to 10. How much capital do I have now? I gotta look at the cash per share. Getty too. Ooh. Hope they bounce tomorrow so I can short some more. Does not look good. That big catalyst is gone. I mean, if the government's not going to take a stake, it's over. What would it take for you to not like Sarepta? Doug Ingram would have to be found to be an accomplice of R. Kelly and Jeffrey Epstein. Elevidus would have to prove a negative survival advantage. The PMOs would have to be removed from the market in every single jurisdiction permanently by President Trump. They would have to have a credit event. That's right. They would have to already have defaulted on their debt. And then maybe I'd consider selling. $1 trillion, IonQ. Okay, we now are long, or total degen here. We're now long AMD. 244.27. Getting lit up. We're now at 243.68. It's looking ugly. Why do I do this to myself? Ow! Again. We're at 241. No, 243. 243 average here. AMD getting shellacked, as it always does. They don't like this extra buying I'm doing. They don't like it. All right, well, let me look at this other account, because what did I do here? Did I short AMD? Did I get it off? I don't think I got it off. I have a short at 252.75, but it didn't get filled. 252.75. Ah, I would have loved it. All right, but I got something for them. I got a buy order. Yeah, I'm gonna flip the script. Now I flip the script. That's what a market maker does. I'm making markets. I stand ready to provide liquidity to any bag holder. Any baggie, anytime, anywhere. You know, this is like when you bet on the game before you watch it, because otherwise you wouldn't watch it. Don't do what I do. When did Shkreli start shorting it? Up here. Up here. When did Shkreli start covering it? Down here. Down here. When he starts selling again? Up here. Come on, dog. 246 he sells. Some days you just feel unstoppable. I want to buy some NVIDIA below 200, honestly. It's been nosediving. Shout out to my father-in-law. I started with 30K. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay with you? I think Michael Burry is a nobody, dude. Michael Burry. I mean, where I'm from, we worry about people on Wall Street. New York City, the real thing. Don't ever come here again talking about Michael Burry, Nancy Pelosi, or Michael Burry's the GOAT? Really? Michael Burry's the GOAT? The GOAT of what? The GOAT of what? You're kidding me, right? Did you ever hear of a guy called Ken Griffin? Or Steve Cohen? The GOAT? The GOAT? Drake? I'm talking about Soros, the GOAT. That's like MJ, Kobe. I had this discussion in jail every day. Every day, guys would sit down and discuss this. Shkreli, settle this once and for all. Okay, what's up, guys? Who's the GOAT? Kareem, Jordan, LeBron, or Kobe? Well, what do you guys think? Dagger says it's Kobe. Stay High says it's Jordan. Big C says it's Kareem. I see. Who's the GOAT? Now, on one hand, Jordan has the most chips. But on the other hand, Kobe was Kobe. And they're like, true. True. Ken Griffin has one apartment worth more than Burry's whole fund. Talking about Burry. Now listen to this jazz, man. It's what you deserve. Some jazz in your face. I'll throw some jazz in your face. That's what you get. Wow, NVIDIA's really crapping here. So is AMD. What's going on? Griffin's not just a market maker. Don't get it twisted. Is it Bitcoin? Bitcoin dropping like a rock and everything down with it? Okay, we bought a lot more AMD. We'll see what happens. Talking about Steve Schwarzman, man. Talking about Carlyle. Talking about Peter Thiel. I'm talking about goats. Talking about Buffett. Who the fuck is Burry? Who are you talking about? Burry? Yeah, Burry wasn't even the goat of that trade. You got Falcone, Paulson. He wasn't even the goat of that trade. Talking about Meet Kevin. Billionaire. Billionaire. Man, it's not even managing $1 billion of other people's money. Billionaire. All right, AMD coming back. Let's go. Now we're going to short it again. As simple as that. That's me on the NBBO. National best bid and offer for any noobs. Am I out? Am I out? I'm actually out. Okay, I'm out AMD. Where do we short? 240. Okay. Okay. Where are we? Where are we? Are we short? We're short. 247.25. Some real manual market making right here. Y'all, you guys can learn something right now. 247.75. We are on the offer. 15 minutes to the call. Okay, we get filled 247.75. Let's make another offer, 248.25. We're long a bunch of other stuff, so we kind of don't mind getting short. We are the best offer. You're getting pennied by probably you guys. Don't worry, I'll sweep you real quick. 𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗏. Pretty good number. Avinity, already a multi-blockbuster. Good old Prolia. No biosimilar yet for Prolia, but it's coming. 𝗍𝗲, the eye drug, the eye bulging drug, somehow doing 560 in 1 quarter. Cristex Tezspire, a big drug for AMGN, kind of next decade for AMGN. That one's done pretty well too. Otezla, more history. That thing's gone generic at some point. Enbrel, real ancient history for AMGN. Enbrel's sort of disappearing under biosimilars. AMGVita, this is their own biosimilar for adalimumab. Pavblu, this is their biosimilar for Eylea, if I'm not mistaken. Welanza, or Wezlana. Blincyto, unbelievable how much Blincyto sells for the very small indication that is. Vectibix, an old one. Anybody remember Vectibix and Abgenix? Real ancient biotech history there. From the old Onyx deal. Lumacras. This one ended up being a dog. I mean, these crass drugs just didn't address enough of crass. KRAS, I should say, not crass. It's crass to say crass. Xgeva, the sister drug to Prolia. Unbelievable, 1.7 billion. So over 4 quarters, call that 6-7 billion. Nplate, still chugging along. I think it's pretty hard to make an Nplate generic. Imdeltra, this drug been a long time in the making. Not bad, almost a blockbuster. And 𝗏𝗓𝗔, this is the old, oh, am I putting some of the wrong numbers in? Because I'm looking at the US column instead of the global column. Just on that one, okay. And 𝗏𝗓𝗔 at 213, that's a pretty good number. Hasn't been that big in a while. AMD starting soon. Aranesp 357, also suspiciously strong. Parsabiv 84. These are old drugs, Neulasta. And then the big thing for AMGN is where their GLP will come in at. Okay, I'm going to cover this AMD. I don't really feel comfortable with this position right now, to be honest. Keep a small slug. But you can see this is like the central tendency since it, no, you know, it actually is still a little down from where it reported. So the first instinct is right, but no need to overtrade it. I don't want this session to end. I'm trading so well. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Quantum shaking. What's going on with Quantum? I am very tired. I just woke up from a nap. You guys know I have anxiety disorder. Sometimes I get very stressed. Get some food. I feel like I've been eating too much. That's not a terrible idea. Food makes you feel better. You can order some food for you if you want. You said that twice now. I don't know if you know this, but there's a Lil Wayne song that describes who I am. I got a whole army of dudes just outside waiting to help me who work for me. They make millions. I don't want to open a hedge fund. I have enough. I have 2 clients. I've got my wifey and I got my baby. So that's the fund we have. Yeah, I wouldn't buy Solino until it dropped a little bit more. I would love to take the other side of these overnight markets. Provide liquidity there. There it is. Extended hours night, 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. It's like you guys open accounts and you're like, yeah, can you give me the Brokey special? I saw that on TV. Seemed pretty good. Seems like a good fit for me, the Brokey special. Can I get that? Yeah, that sounds good. Do you know how hard it is for me to stop you from giving me money? You know what you have to do? How bad you have to do for me to ban you or for one of our guys to ban you? Tell my people to do it? Why do you think I gave them that authority in the first place? Let me give you a spoiler alert. I trust my guys that I work with 24/7 all day than you, who I don't know. That's a spoiler. Yeah, it's some nice trades. 𝗔𝗊𝗑𝗪. 𝗔𝗊𝗑𝗪. The customer's not always right. Not when he calls them chaos. You've not banned too many people from godel. I like taking your money. Why don't you give me your username? If you think it's horrible customer service, I'll cut your bill 99%. Oh, wait, you're not a customer. What's the word for it? All I do is expect respect. And then I give you mutual respect. But you disrespect me? That's like disrespecting my whole family. I just get the word mixed up, QW. Sometimes I get the word. ChatGPT built software. Yeah. Options updates coming soon. We have an options team now. No, those calls are made really for sell side, not for me. Hey, Merrick, man, I hate to tell you this, but we don't really need your business. We're moving more to institutions. So I think you might have to cancel your account, dogs. Oh, where else do you do real-time vector search? Where do you do that, Captain? What other sites do you do real-time vector search with? Yeah, we don't really need non-retail people. I'm sorry, retail people. We're focused more on people with actual money, real professionals who actually work on Wall Street. That's what we're looking for. And then where do you get your sell-side research? After you've already built your Pinecone cluster, what kind of compute do you have running on your Pinecone cluster? I didn't build godel. I have a bunch of guys from Stripe and the other great developers here. But you know, my girlfriend actually works at OpenAI, and I hate to tell you this, but they're some of the best programmers in the world, and they use ChatGPT to help them build OpenAI. I don't know if you know this. I think I might know a little bit more about software than you do. You know, just as a CEO of a software company, I might know more about software than you do. I mean, we haven't seen your GitHub yet, have we? Yeah, we're gonna add prediction markets and Hyperliquid. I was supposed to have dinner with Sam Altman, and I met my future wifey instead. Yeah, hey, Merrick, that sounds like you're a bit of a toxic person, and because you're not a buy-sider, you don't work on Wall Street, then you're kind of going to be the guy that people clown on, because there's billion-dollar hedge fund managers in godel now, and kind of sucks, you know, people like you are banned because gouging or gauging, that's gauging. Gauging is different. Price gauging is letting you gauge the right price to raise your price to. Price gouging is a price dislocation, a price change in a supply-demand dislocation, which also is not what you're thinking, I think. It's okay. You know, you'll learn some more words. Yeah, man, New York doesn't have any traders. You're totally right. George Soros totally doesn't work here. Steve Cohen definitely works from Chicago. Ken Griffin, too. Well, you know, learning how to spell is an important part of learning a language. So do you really know 4 languages if you can't spell in one of them? Gauge, gouge, very different things. We can speak German, French, and Turkish. We? You got to practice your English. I would take that one off your list temporarily. It's funny, MarketWatch actually MarketWatch bans you if you try to scrape them. Yeah, we have to license a bunch separately, and then we license some aggregators. We're actually we have 2, like, we're getting an FTP deal? Is it an FTP deal? This is weird because I think they're taking the 1600. It's P&L for day, but that's assuming you're using yesterday's close, which is like 25, right? What was yesterday's close? Like 24. So that's down $8. So I don't know how they calculate that, to be honest. I have no clue. But that's P&L on the day. But P&L year to date is this thing, 7,000. So I've been very lucky because this has been a terrible pick. I think one of my worst. And I'm still up somehow. So I've just been lucky on trading, I think. Yeah, I don't know how they calculate this thing. I have no idea what that means. This is my average, 1657. What are these tiny numbers? This is a tiny account. I mean, it's actually a big position on a $210,000 account. That's, what is 1600 times 16. Are you okay, Harry? Are you drunk? You might be drunk. Yeah, so this is 26K, $210,000 account. That's not small. I have a lot of accounts. I like more accounts than I like to admit. But that's a 12% position. So that's a pretty big position. But yeah, I made money on Sarepta. So sometimes it's trading's funny, right? Sometimes you have a stock you like nail, like Joby. I want to say nail Joby, but there's stocks you nail and you don't make money on them. And then there's stocks you like this where I basically called Sarepta wrong, but I traded it well. Like I never had a lot of Sarepta and I only buy it. I buy size when it like gets killed. So that's pretty good. I actually made even more on another. You want me to show you another account? I'm not supposed to show you any. I'll show 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I don't care. I mean, I'm showing you anything. I just don't have the time to show you every little thing. Oh yeah, I sold most of my Sarepta in this account, but I'll show you here's a different account. A little bit bigger of a position, but I think I had like 300K in this earlier. Yeah, I bought. Of course I bought because the market oversold. So yeah, here I'm still, this is a current. I'm still long 7,000 shares here. So I have like 10,000 shares. That's at 9,500 shares. And I'm up 8K here and 7K here. So I've been very lucky on Sarepta. I think it'll keep bouncing. You have multiple accounts so you can get multiple borrows. Yeah. You need an account at every single brokerage, basically. And then if you have a 401k or a trust or whatever, that, yeah, I had a lot more, but I sold. So hopefully it rallies again and I can get out a little bit more. Well, there's core value. So it oversold because there is value at the company. They have 4 FDA-approved drugs. So the reaction by the stock market to send it down 40, maybe almost 50%, it was about 40% at the worst drop. That was crazy. So I made a load of money because the market overreacted. Yeah, I'm long spruce. Long the spruce moose. That's also a big position. Spruce is a 10% position for me right now on this account. If you're worried about pattern day trading and like that, you don't have enough money. You got to stop. Yeah, I want to trade more Australia. I literally just showed you what percentage the Sarepta position is. I literally just dug out all the details for you. All right, Harry, I'm sorry, man. You're done. It's too weird. No, Ivy, I think a lot of that was luck, to be honest, and kind of rampant risk taking. I easily could have gotten smacked. I don't think Sarepta is going to 0, but I mean, it could. You never say never. A whole lot of shorting, and a whole lot of puts.